Okay. Okay, so pop this on your pocket. Oh, hang on, just get this up first. This is a really short leash. Everything's showing up.
Yeah.
Can you hear everything as well?
You're buzzing. Not really any noise.
You hear like a.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the.
Is there any way this
Can
can
you hear the
rotate
remote?
around? Oh, I can hear you there. Yeah.
You can hear me here?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's this microphone. You hear that?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, this is 2. This is 1. So just turn it down. Oh, actually, you know what I'll do? Can you hear the guys talking out there on the pitch?
No.
You can't hear them. You can't hear them talking? No. But you can hear the noise. Okay, we might forego that one. So you can't hear them talking at all.
No. Is there a way of switching this round to be that way?
Which way?
Rather than that way?
Yeah.
Oh,
Easy.
sweet. That'll be better.
Is it better? Just
Yeah.
put it on. Okay, cool. I might swap this one over. I'll do that through the window here.
Okay.
So just hold that there. I'm definitely going to do the battery. So when the game starts, you're going to press record here.
Yep.
This here is your soft zoom in and out. Zoom
Okay.
in, zoom out. Okay, and then you basically hold the camera and just move it like this. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just get used to doing that, watching it through. Put this between your legs so that you don't pull it out. This is the major cable. And if you want to hold and take a break, it's all fine. Just lock these two here so the camera doesn't move. Just set it on a position, and away we go. Okay, so I'm going to go get another camera, and I think I'm going to swap this one here out.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is obviously not working.
And then just kind of like move it kind of like this.
What I do, I just
Where do you hold it?
I get it like this. I put my hand here, and I just do this, and let the hand move it. So just basically drive it around.
Don't jump.
No pressure. Huh?
I can hear you through my ear because these aren't.
No pressure, Billy.
No. It says battery release. Just go like that. Shut up here. You know what? You guys are really helping. No. just above it, and it does not drop into my hand. No, it's the right button. Shut up, Kieran. Now, how does this thing go? Yeah, we're out. That one there. Because, I was Kieran fucked up me working. Did he? Did he? Wait, what? Well, because he said, oh, yeah, he wants to work. I'm supposed to get a chance. He was going to sort it out. No, he wasn't. Yeah, I messaged Kieran and I said, sorry, we forgot you were interested. Oh, yeah. So we forgot you wanted to work. Yeah, we definitely lined it up. Okay. We had a frequency box. One of the guys. For gas, and that's been after. In the team. Yeah, after. But yeah, it's $90 a day. Pay it off. Mostly talking. Yeah, I think those guys in the new Yeah, just trying to get the hang of it.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Yep. This is gonna be. I'm gonna suck at this.
What about the fellow who's sitting on his chair by the corner plate? Zoom on that fellow?
Whereabouts?
Oh, that's right. Far side.
Oh, far side.
Corner plate.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, yeah. You zoom in on the rep? No.
Yeah, I got him.
Hey Tom, how you doing? Tom, how you doing? Tom, how you doing?
Just getting a hold of it.
Hey, can you hear the referees?
No, I can't really hear anything at the moment.
Really?
Huh? Okay, all right.
I'm good to go. I'm not coming. I'm not coming on.
Hey, Kieran, could you pass that ginger beer bottle over here?
Yep.
That's okay. Thanks so much.
Yeah, train so on Thursday for interested. No, just because I mean, I know it might not work. Yeah, it's just down a few weeks. So.
It's HDMI.
Can you hear someone say that? Yeah, it's off the way there. Cheers, mate. Cheers, boys. See ya. Thank you. They're coming eavesdropping on other people's conversation today. I'm going to be honest, I don't have the stick hands with us. No, but it's like I'll move like that rather than moving smoothly. Rather than going like that, I'm going to be going like.
Yeah, we did. So what we might do is the video camera.
Also, the zoom is like.
Yeah.
It's alright, bro. There's no one here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't do this stuff. Don't do it.
Well, there's spare bed I can't hear anything at the moment. Should I start recording?
I told you about it in the car the other week. I'll text off. So there's no spam game. If you want it, yeah. But she's all about it. No, we got it for Christmas. Christmas, like, it was like mystery, like, yeah. And it was, we played it one night. I said, it was good. So we didn't play it for like, I don't know. The first time we played it, we went to Coromandel. So what was that? So we had it in like, I think 3 or 4
Good afternoon and welcome to Rosedale Park, winning in the North Shore of Auckland for this round 13 of the NRFL Division 1 match 2022 season between Albany United and Northern Rovers, the neighbours just down the road. Well, this is a crucial match for both teams as they head towards the end of the season. We are looking for some great football from today from both teams as they are almost at full strength, both of them. However, today, Albany under extreme pressure being in relegation zone, number 2 at the bottom of the table. They need a win desperately. Rovers more comfortably in the middle. But it is a case that we need to see some fireworks from Albany so that they can get their season back underway. Today's match officials, Chris Trent, the experienced Chris Trent, and of course Steve Merriman and Fidel Yari on the line. We're expecting these guys to manage the game today well, and we're hoping that there is a control factor to the game. Last week there was some controversy 10 minutes after full time with a red card to Jason Hicks for dissent. We are expecting Albany to be keen to win the game, obviously desperate to win the game, but we want that game to be controlled in a good sense. And Chris Trent's certainly the man for the job today.
It's $4.
Looking at the lineups for both sides, we can see a pretty unchanged side for both Rovers and Albany United. Albany wearing their white with maroon strip, which is their new colours for the North Harbour United brand, which will be kicking off this year and next year, along with Northern Rovers, which of course are the consolidated side. We're here ready for kickoff, and here we go. And here we go. Rovers playing from left to right, Albany from right to left. Just a little bit of mingling so far and just trying to jostle for position. No one really getting hold of the ball. Albany with a chance, but it's turned over very quickly. And it's just a long ball. Referee Chris Trent doing a lot of shuttle runs in the first minute of the game. It'll be good for his fitness. Back to Masters in goal. Young Fitzwing looking good. Crosses it in, unable to connect with the centre forwards as it goes out for a corner now. Albany pressing hard.
Kieran, it won't tilt up and down.
Chris Trent seeing something there and it goes back. Restarts to Rovers. Rovers on attack now. Albany, a lot of players back in the box. It's a good crowd in at Rosedale Park this afternoon. Ideal conditions. Wind is blowing. It's a short corner. Brought around, but the keeper's punched that away. He's now out for a defensive throw to Albany United.
Every week.
Rovers now with a break. Looking to link up in the centre field, but unable to connect on to the central attacker. And Albany United able to defend. Back to keep Masters to reset and restart a play. It's a long ball from Masters. And that's almost down to the penalty box. Easy for Quinta to just play it back to the keeper. Another huge kick from the keeper, really playing the ball down at the other end, and that's certainly what you're expecting to see from both teams today. Wind fairly strong. We've had a lot of rain over the last 24 hours. The ground is soft, but today is dry and sunny, so ideal conditions for play, and both keepers utilising the strength of their kicks to restart all the way down. This time short, though, from Masters for United as they head down the left side of defence. Again, the first 10 minutes of this game, fairly quiet. No one really grabbing the game by the horns, taking control. Just a case of each team feeling each other out and finding out the positions and strategies of both. You wouldn't call it classic football at this stage. Certainly, players not able to string together 5 passes or more, what you'd normally expect. But this is kind of what you're seeing in Division 1 these days. It is very much a case of smash and dash. Crossfield ball there from the defence. Again, a long ball through, not really finding anyone at all. The target man not really there. On to Finn Smith out wide, and he's going to have a crack down the side. There's a thumping tackle. Ball goes out of play. United now trying to get something away. There's a bit of shirt pulling going on there, but he gets away Fino Damo, and he puts the ball in the centre. Someone there. The shot! Oh, and it's just gone wide and declared by the defence. Well, Rovers really onto it, hiding to nothing there. They were just not able to pick up the players in the centre, but shot went wide, luckily for them, and then picked up by the outside defence as now Rovers come forward. Free kick to Albany United, referee Trent, and now the ball's being played quickly. It's a long ball, but it's actually going to be taken in by Contour at the back, and he heads it back to the keeper. Oh, a little bit sideways, but keeper hangs on. through ball. Unfortunately, he is judged offside, left before the ball came. Just a little bit too quick off his marks. He'll be complaining the ball didn't come quick enough, but there we go. Another long ball this time. Finn Smith again with the ball. He's looking to drive, and he's got that pace. They're trying to get across to cover him, and here they come. He's able to get through, finds a middle man. He's able to put it through. Flick on. No chances there. Mopped up by the Rovers defence. Certainly, you're seeing Albany all over Rovers at this first 5 minutes. Now Rovers on attack. Finally get it up to their centre forward. He's not really able to go anywhere. He's just hitting back, holding possession. They're on halfway as they start moving forward now, Rovers. Well, it's a great little ball through, but the keeper's going to pick that up. Masters has the ball at the back. Davis right beside him as per. Short played to the defensive line as Albany start their attack again. Long ball through, and it finds central attacker Rocky. He's made a couple of busts. He gets through one, but he's lost the ball, just trapped under his foot and couldn't go anywhere. And a loose ball from Rovers, mopped up again by United. United really on top of their game at this first 20 minutes here. It's a cross which is aimed just to try and really on top of their game at this first 20 minutes here. It's a cross which is aimed just to try and find someone, but couldn't get to Big Gilly. And now Rovers bring it out. Just holding possession, trying to get some semblance of control in the game. Really haven't settled on it. There's a nice ball up to the centre forward. He's pushed it back into midfield, and now it's loose again and halfway as Albany United come forward with Bartlett. Albany moving it forward now down the right wing. Cross in, looking for someone. Couldn't find it there. Too many defenders in the way. It's a clearance, but now it's come back to United, and United moving forward. It's a lovely ball out to Finn Smith, and he's first timed it back in, but really couldn't find anyone. It was a little loose. Windust with the ball for United. Trying to find Rocky, but couldn't get there. And the ball has gone. That's a free kick. Referee Trent on the spot there, making sure nothing happens after the ball. Now, these two teams have had such a colourful past. We've had some great ding-dongs, and today might be one of those days. We've got ideal conditions, wind blowing across from the left to the right. Another long ball from keeper Regan, driver, and that's made it all the way down to almost the penalty box. Now as United come back, they're on halfway. Once again, a long ball through, but just not finding anyone. It's a simple game plan, but it only works if you can find your teammates. Rocky now playing out on the left, putting some numbers through, and there's a cunning little ball through, but it doesn't quite find them out on the right-hand side. They mop up again, win back the ball, so it's with Albany United. Windust with the ball in the midfield. He's looking to start something, goes to Bigley, and there's a loose pass that goes straight to the defence of the Rovers. Finn Smith into the box, outside of the foot, but it's easy for driver, and he just collects that one and goes down on it. Looks to go quickly, using that wind, and there's another powerful punt all the way down, straight to Masters at the other end, goalkeeping. They're playing it up from the back now, United. Finds in the middle, Damos in. They're playing it up from the back now, United. Finds in the middle, Damos centre forward, big target man. Damos centre forward, big target man. Out to the backs. Again, looking to Smith on that left wing. Just a little bit too much on it, and goes over the sideline now. Throw in. Again, game score is 0-0 to nobody, which is fantastic going. Once again, football is not classy football, and it's easily pushed over with a little bit of pressure from with United, and Rovers put the ball over the sideline right in front of the subs bench. It's not going to make the coach happy at all. Bit of a shout, but nothing in it, and they play on. Now with Davis for United. He's looking long. There's Chase, and Finn Smith is onto it. He's got round the back, and he luckily gets that final touch, and Smith was heading towards goal at a rapid rate of knots. And Rovers very lucky that he didn't push that one through. He was on goal. One slip and it's a penalty, or it's a shot on goal, and either way, it doesn't look good. So he had to be very careful where he was. It's a corner. Rovers have got someone short to try and interrupt the play, and here it comes now. Keeper driver comes out. He's out of position. There's a on the goal mouth. It's now with you. The goal mouth. It's now with United. There's a shot. And there's a hand from driver. He got the hand to it just in time. Another shot, and it's defended. Now it's in the hands of driver and keeper. Massive saves from Rovers. Their keeper keeping them from going down one goal. Really should have been put away by United, and they'll probably rue that now with the mathematics of football coming into play. They've had all this possession, and they haven't been able to put one in the back of the net. Really should have put one away there. Ball away again. Maybe that's the scare that gets Rovers a little bit more active. And the centre forward comes back and just pushes over the smaller player in the central midfield, and can't understand why it's a foul, but the player's on the ground looking up at him. Big Damo just saying, hey, it's my ball, get out of the way, fellas. Referee Trent says, no, that was a foul, and now they play it again through Conta, switches it across to the left-hand side. Bit of shadows come across the ground now as Rovers build an attack, and they're down to the byline, but it's just a little bit too heavy, and it's gone for a goal kick. United now come away with it on the left-hand side. Campbell playing again, straight over to Davis, who drives forward, and he's almost up to the halfway, and he lets one of those long balls go. He's looking for Greg, who finds him. He's inside the box, and he's heading towards the 6 yard. Pushes the ball in, but it's intercepted by the Rovers defence, and now they come back out to the sideline. A little bit of a 1-2. It was trickery at the best, let's call it that, but Rocky can't get past the defending player, and it's picked up by keeper Regan as he throws it long now to halfway. That's a massive throw, and there they go again. Rovers got some good numbers up, and they're 1-2ing it everywhere. Intercepted by Davis as he comes forward and grabs that one. Now it's just a little bit of play. Oh, and the outside back does Smith quite comfortably. Now picked up for Windust, who clears it out to the sideline to the Albany supporters. Experienced Steve Merriman sitting there on the assistant referee side. He's not going to let too much get away from this game as it's over his side of the field. There's a long shot. It's worth a go. It's over high and wide. Didn't really trouble Masters. He had a good look at it all the way and just decided to go past the side netting. Goal kick to Albany United. Played short this time from Masters. He's looking for Big Lee and he's found him, and he gets hold of Big Damo in the centre forward and now goes out to the right. Seth McGuinness on the ball. First touch wasn't great, but he's now away and he's looking to cross that in. Puts the ball back in, but it's just eaten up by Rovers. It was poor, really. He didn't look where he was passing the ball, and it's been turned over. But now Rovers pick up a free kick somewhere in the midway between their goal line and halfway. The ball is just slowed down as they now look for position. And the ball's played short, back to driver. Switching it back across. No real press here from the United. Maybe they've just run out of a bit of tucker. The first 20 minutes, they have been playing at full steam. Fitness will be a part today. And that's a loose pass by Rovers, straight across. Now they're on the drive as United, as they break through the first line, and they're coming up to the defensive line. Bagley looking for the ball. Oh no, McGuinness gets it. They're coming up to the defensive line. Bagley looking for the ball. Oh no, McGuinness gets it, takes the shot, but it's then defended and pushed out wide. McGuinness not really wanting to give Bagley the ball there at all. He wanted to go himself and put it onto his left foot and take a smack at it. The ball's crossed in, I'm not sure how. Big Damo gets up and it's off the crossbar and over. Out of nothing, Damo gets his head to it. Couldn't quite keep it down. I think he's slightly underneath it. But hits the crossbar and had Regan Driver all worried about that one. Having to follow where it went to, but eventually went out for a goal kick. Windust intercepts that midway on half, and now it's out. Rovers throw on halfway. Again, there's a problem with that combination down the right-hand side. Defender is playing his midfielder, who's just pushing it straight out of play with the pressure that United are placing on him. He's just not able to get away. Maybe I need to rethink that one. Certainly not worked twice now, and it's gone and been straight turnover to United. But here come Rovers now. They're over halfway. Harbottle pushes the ball through, and it's just gone harmlessly through to Masters in the goal. United now with possession in their own third. He's pushing around the defensive line with Davis coming left. There's a lot of space to move. There's no one really pressing. Campbell decides he's going to go and he puts the accelerator on, but makes a terrible pass, pushes it straight to Rovers, and Rovers have pushed it straight back and has tied it up by Windust back to Masters in goal. No pressure from Rovers, just seemingly ages of time. No one really grabbing this and taking it. Ball's high, it comes down halfway, and it's bouncing around ping-pong-like style between the players. Finally, Rovers come up with it, now driving forward. Big slide tackle from Davis, and he gets one of those feet in there and makes a mess of it for the Rovers guy, and it's gone out. Now it's a United throw. Oh no, it was an offside called by Merriman, and it's now an indirect free kick. Davis ready to take that on the far side. McGuinness has it now. He's trying to bring it in field, looking for someone. Just put too much weight on it. Bigley never going to get that unless he was Superman and able to jump 10 feet in a go. Sitting now with Rovers as they try and bring it forward. They're trying to build from the back. Now on halfway through some nice slick passing. And here's a through ball, slide rule pass. Yeah, but there's no getting past that central defence at the moment. Just didn't have the pace on it to get through. Wind starting to get up a little bit now. We can see the flags flying high, and certainly the shirts are starting to show the signs that wind is out there. And you would think that left to right, Rovers would be utilising that the best they can, but it certainly seems that United have taken it, and we've got Damo in the box, and he's trying to dribble and create some space, not able to get there now with Bagula, who's picked it up. It's bobbling around anyway. It could be anyone's ball. The shot's taken. It's a deflection and goes over the sideline. Driver was looking, but decided just to let it go. Wasn't really in a position to snatch at it on one knee. It's gone now for a corner. Windus comes over to take that ball. And now we see all of the Rovers going in the box. They have taken everyone out. There's no one up on halfway. They are very aware that the strength that United have is in those set plays. The tall headers. You've got Damo, who's just a mountain of a man, who loves to come in, along with Bagula, and of course Finn Smith scored a couple from a corner as well. He's got that great spring on him. And here it comes now. It's near the keeper, and it's defended away by the near post defender. Now Rovers break. They're on halfway. They get away, and they're charging now. It's a 4-on-2. All they have to do is find their own team, but that ball is straight at the keeper, as if to say, here's a lolly, grab it. Campbell launches a big one forward, trying to find Windust, who stayed forward, can't bring it in. And now Rovers trying to play it out through Caunter, and they're a little bit pressed. There's a press going on. And they tidy up. Back to Driver. Caunter. It's switched to the other side now, far left. Long ball through. Great little knock there from Davis. Just puts the attacker right off and comes back and cleans up. And now it goes to Smith, who's trying to find Rocky, and Rocky's through. The next touch wasn't so great, and he has to hold himself up and look for another pass and an outlet. He's dribbling infield, and he's looking. He's trying to find Bagula, but can't get there. Great little tackle there from, oh no, I'm not sure who that is, number 10. There's a shot, and Driver is able to pick it up, but I was worried for a second there. Damo really had a good smack at that. Flat and hard and just rising a little bit. So heading towards the goal, we'll call that a shot on target. First one that we've seen really today with any venom. Now we have a turnover in the United defensive third, and it's got to Big Damo, and he's putting on the clappers and going forward. Now in the attacking third and circles round, just looking to connect with somebody. Decides to play it easy, keeps possession. McGuinness out on the far right. He's looking up. He's got his head there, and he's looking for a through ball. Can't get it. Bigley's got 3 on him. Once again, not really the percentage play. You've got 3 defenders on you. The chances of getting it are 1 in 3. So, yeah, those aren't good odds. It suggests you might want to drive it down the line a little bit, perhaps give it a bit more of a chance to suck some of those defenders out, but not the game plan today for United. Now we have Rovers moving the ball forward with a little bit of 1-2 passing again. First touch by Harbottle, not really the greatest, and I can see that just going easily over the line. The defender made a meal of it and had to clear it to the side rather than hold percentage. Free kick now to United. No, not a free kick. They're saying it's a throw in, so Campbell comes over to take it on the left-hand side. Little easy ball to Smith, who controls it. Tries to look to turn, but can't get away. Windus now tidies up. He heads over to the right-hand side for United as they start heading down now with McGuinness out on the right, and he's charging forward, galloping forward. Puts the ball through, but it's pushed out for a corner by the defending player from Rovers. There's a little bit more intensity coming from Albany. You just wonder if they don't get a goal, is it going to be the old mathematics of football? And it ends up going and being a goal against a run of play. Certainly we're into those sort of numbers now. United have had the run of play for the majority of this half, but really can't put anything away. That defence from Rovers coming down and getting there with numbers and just putting a foot on the ball and stopping anything really meaningful getting through to Driver, who has had to make a couple of big saves, to be fair. Corner comes in now. It's easily defended at the near post by Rovers. Rovers gain it back again, but it's a very poor touch, and he's managing only just to get it. Great tackle, but referee Trent has called them back, and this might be the first card. Yes, it is. Rocky puts 2 feet out and grabs him, and obviously made a bit of contact on the foot, and there you can see it. Yes, there was some contact on the foot, and so that's a yellow card for reckless. Having to explain a little bit to Rocky and just letting him know what's going on. Rocky, of course, thinks he's completely innocent from that, but we could all see his leg was straight, his studs were up, and they were going into the foot, and that's a yellow card in anybody's book. Corner over the ball now, and he plays it forward, looking for that long ball, and there's Hardbottle, but he's beaten to the ball just, and Bears United Rovers come back, and now they're on the penalty box trying to get something going. It's out wide, looking to cross, and there it is. The cross is through, but it's touched by United in the defence, and it's now gone over the sideline for a Rovers throw. Throw in. This time they get that combination right, and it's a poor ball through to Campbell, who just smacks the ball down to Damo, who gets it on his chest. Rocky now, who's on his yellow, he's trying his very best to win the ball, but he's not going to get there. Didn't have the speed or the pace to get past the defensive line. It's now a Rovers throw on halfway. Something going on there in the box. Referee Trent comes over and has a quick word. There's a long discussion going on between the Rovers coach and referee Trent. I'm not sure anyone's very happy, and even Cornter's getting himself involved in the mix. Not sure that's absolutely necessary. I imagine the coach is looking for any advantage he can get. Their team just under a lot of pressure at the moment, soaking it up just for now, but how long will that hold? And again, a very loose pass from the defensive line into the midfield gives United the ball, and Damo's trying to get it, but can't get the ball away. Rovers come back and snaff that up. Easy ball over the sideline. I'm guessing that's a moment where they're just dropping their heads, though, and Damo's trying to get it, but can't get the ball away. Rovers come back and just snaff that up. Easy ball over the sideline. I'm guessing that's a moment where they're just dropping their heads, those Rovers boys. They're not really having the run of the game. Yes, they've been down on the attack, but really the ball hasn't come their way. Win may be unsettling for them, but they're just not able to get some solid passing. Obviously, they're very keen on the 1-2 passing model, which is standard classic ABC of football, but not working for them today. Those United guys at the moment with a little bit of spring in their step, obviously a lot of motivation. They're shutting those Rovers boys down. Now it is with United again with the defensive line. It's a long ball forward, a nice big juicy high ball. Damo's onto it. He's pushing through to Bagley, who's in front of goal. Can't bring it down. There it is. Oh, it's a shot by Rocky, but he just doesn't have enough power on it. Regan Driver sees it the whole way, and he brings the ball back out to the edge of the box and lets one go straight to the defender. A couple more 1-2 passes, but the second one is just absolutely loose and goes over the line, and Campbell mops up. Windust now over to Davis. You can imagine this being a switch ball, or is Davis looking to go long? Yeah, he's looking up. He's got his head on up. He's going to play it. He's looking for Seth McGuinness, who finds him, and he brings it down. He's at a half gallop as he brings it closer to the box, loses control, and then Rovers now able to clear it over the sideline. It's a quick play. They haven't gone out, and there's United picking up the scraps again. McGuinness brings it in. It's a cross, but no one's there. No one's in the box at all. I'm not sure what he was thinking. McGuinness brings it in. It's a cross, but no one's there. No one's in the box at all. I'm not sure what he was thinking in any way, shape, or form. Just get the foot on the ball. There's a big slide tackle, and it's a great tackle by Campbell. Lets the ball go out, and he's trotting back, and Windust has seen that he's out of position, Campbell, and he's made his way back, and Now they're trying to add numbers into that side. It's a loose ball again from Rovers, and Davis now brings it forward, and he's looking again for Seth McGuinness, but it's just a little bit too long, and it's out for a throw to Rovers. 40 minutes now gone in this half. There's been very little in the way of stoppage, but we can expect a little bit of stoppage time. 5 minutes to play. And again, some sloppy play there in the middle field, and Masters just puts his foot on it and whacks it up forward and finds Begley. Begley to Damo, and it's an easy 1-2 pass. Now back out to McGuinness on the right. Seen a lot of play in this first half. He's just sauntering forward, looking to try and draw some people out. Here's the cross in. Well, there's two players there now, and it forces an awkward save from the defending side, and it comes back to Rovers. To United. United now with the ball at halfway and the full half press. Windust coming back in to make himself available. That's a very weak foot pass on the defence of United. Now Rovers come forward. Not really a lot of numbers up there, but they start to play in 1-2 passing again. There's a pass or really a cross across the ball, but it was smacked hard. No one really able to control it. Now Rovers have it right on the far left-hand side, and it's a very long cross, straight across, and he manages to control it, but he goes backwards. The first touch, not great by Rovers, but here they are on attack for the first time in the half, really. And it's a through ball, and he gets it. Oh, it's a goal! He's just nailed it. Number 19 for Rovers just plants it top right-hand corner. Masters nowhere to be able to get that one. The defence just let him turn and stand and smack the ball. What do we talk about? The mathematics of football. You have the ball for so long, and all of a sudden, against the run of play, the team scores a goal. Well, that's what's happened just now. Rovers came through, no one marking them. It was like the United guys just fell asleep. It was just a shocking piece of play. But there they go, doing this celebration, which I'm guessing they're trying to make, fell asleep. It was just a shocking piece of play. But there they go, doing this celebration, which I'm guessing they're trying to make, go through to half-time. Trent is going over there to have a bit of a word and tell them, come on, fellas, we've got another 3 or 4 minutes to go. Get yourselves back on side so we can start the restart play. And referee Trent now is able to restart the play. Goal score, 1. And Rovers guys just looking to go to the half with nothing against them. They're just going to slow this ball down. Begley comes over and has a chat to Trent and tries to explain the definition of what is and what is not considered to be the foul. Passes on his piece of advice to referee Trent, who of course is taking it very seriously. Rovers, who picks the ball up after the whistle's gone and decides that it wasn't in the best position and puts it back straight down where it came from. Ball goes in, and Davis again gets up and makes a nice big head and clears the ball. There's a shot, but it's pretty weak and defended easily. Now United break through Rocky, and he's over halfway, and there's a defender steaming back to try and get a hold of him. There's a 4-on-6 there, but they're not able to link up. Finally comes to Windust, who puts it out to Big Damo out on the left, and he's offside, coming back from an offside position. So we can see that being plays maybe for the half, maybe a minute, 2 minutes to go. Driver comes forward for this indirect free kick. And takes it, and he pushes the ball forward. No real pressure on Rovers there, and loose control though, and it's turned up with Windust, and he's now passing it off to Campbell. Campbell back to Smith, and a fairly weak pass up to halfway. There's a clearance there from somebody who's trying their very, very best to get the ball forward, but it's turned over now. Rovers goalkeeper Regan Driver has it, and he's going to smash it long. Looking for Harbottle, who isn't able to connect up, and Davis comes forward and he puts his big hoof on it and sends it out over halfway over the halfway line. Well, as we approach half-time, you really have to say that United have had the run of play, but just not able to put the ball away, not able to create something, draw the defenders out. But credit to Rovers, they've absorbed all that pressure and then put one away themselves through a fairly good and smart goal by the striker. United now with the ball, and again it's a very lacklustre cross from Rocky, looking to find Buguley, who has got 4 players on him now. Surely you'd be thinking someone has to try and draw some of those defenders out, because he's not getting away from all 4 of them. That's just not going to happen. Oh, there's a bit of a loose tackle, but referee Trent says it's all fine and they play on. A couple of 2-footers going in there, but Trent says no, he got the ball and it was all fine. And that is half-time as both teams head to the sheds. Certainly, I think the coach for Rovers will be a lot happier than the coach for United. United have had so much of the ball, so much of the possession. They've had the opportunities, but just can't put it away. Regan Driver called in to make some massive saves. Rovers, though, a couple of shots. One of them was on target, straight past Masters in goal. Top right-hand corner. It was a very nice strike. He collected it very, very well, had the time and the pace. The defence almost fell asleep. So I think if I was anyone, I'd be probably on the side of Rovers for the nicer team talk come half-time. But let's see what Dan Campbell and Lee Allen have got to say. It could be an interesting second half for the referee team. Trent Berman and Yari. Both of them are coming off the field now, and we'll see what they've got to say. Let's just take a break for the next 15 minutes whilst both teams reset and talk to their charges in the changing rooms and see what happens.
I'll step the second half. I don't want to do it right now. It's being called Clyde. It's just an old name. I think it's short, but it's probably short. It's probably not short for closers. It's just an old name. I think it's short, but it's probably short. It's probably not short for closers this way. You don't like that? You should get a chair.
That's not tall enough, that's still.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to say knee on it. Because I feel like, because when it's in the corners, I think it'd be ideal if it was like, I don't know, about as high as that roof, and like another 20 meters back that way. Because then you wouldn't have to like sort of like that. It'd be like, rather than far away and following it, kind of be more above. So you feel those all green.
I feel like I'd get so bored. I'd probably end up just put it down and go on the phone for a little bit. And just literally, when I put my iPhone, I'd start doing that and get me with the board.
Should I try it? Should we go to the live stream up here and just go like that?
Oh, put it up on our phones right now.
Yeah, and then just hold the.
Oh, I just can't wait last going back around.
How's that gonna work, Tom? Because in the live stream, it's just going to be a video of the phone.
No, the camera's here.
And we have the camera on like that.
No, and then we have to live stream on a phone like that, and just look at that and just like that. Yeah. Should be the trick, right?
No. I think so, mate. It's weird game, bro. After school, just walking with a fucking like bleeding toe and some shit on my ankles. Like, bro, I don't need that. I get that every game, bro.
Yep.
It's a nightmare. What's the best view? Sitting on the roof?
Well, I don't.
Why? You've got the best view because you're moving that camera, so you see the whole thing?
Not so I can't see anything. There's no breaks.
You got to strike video.
Oh, you're not a cameraman. I'm not a cameraman. I'm a mid-tier player.
Kai's watching over in the garage comments.
I'll go to the
So I'll see what he comments on.
nothing good, I would mention. Keep our hand down. Stand in front of the camera big for 4 minutes.
Bro, I feel so bad, bro. I hate nothing. Oh,
We were not just.
But
like,
it's
yesterday.
there's
Like,
reasons
like,
why
Rohan's gonna come out last.
it's like 4-5.
A year 9 played the whole game. A year 9 got 4 minutes in one game, and Rohan missed this whole season.
And it's especially bad in the FA as well.
Yeah.
It's because I'm sorry, it's just not.
Yeah. He's not.
I hope Mike's turned off for the stream. Not that he'll hear it, but. No, I know, but I'm just saying, if he did it, someone else did it. I don't think it would still be on, I wouldn't think.
Hey guy, how you doing, man? Sorry for the bad camera quality.
Zoom in, see.
Well, cheap on live stream.
Hey, Thomas, did you stop recording when you finished? Did you stop recording when you finished? That's okay, because all I'll hear is the sound out of there.
making their way back out on the field. Both teams coming from the break. The wind has died away a little bit, which will be favouring the Rovers. And ball is underway again. And once again, Rovers pick up the ball from a loose one from United. And again, it's just a little bit of tit for tat, long balls from both sides. Once again, some shuttle runs for referee Trent, who incidentally is a long distance runner of repute. Does a lot of the triathlons and big runs that are around Auckland and North Shore and North Island, actually. Completed a series in 2019 and did very, very well at it. So one of the fittest men on the field. United now with the ball, moving on halfway, trying to set something up. It's a great through ball from Rovers, and now moving it central, trying to find each other. They get the ball. There's a drive inside. He's just coming central. He's linking up with the players from Rovers, and it's now at the top of the box, just outside the key, but they lose the ball. It goes through to United, who clear it up to Damo. Big Damo hanging on the left-hand side, and he's upended just short of halfway, and he looks at Trent and says, yeah, that's a free kick. Trent's already got his arm out, and the whistle's already gone. And Damo's giving a bit of a spray as to say, hey, I'm a big unit. I don't go down that easily. And there's a long ball through using that wind, although there's very little of it in the second half. And the driver brings it back up and sets up for a goal kick. As the team's now relaxed from the number 2. Looks like we have our first substitution for the afternoon. Jack Begley coming off. It's fairly early into the second half. I'm not sure if that's a strategic one or not. And on comes number 15 for United. He's now playing out the left and sends Big Damo into the central field. You'd expect Damo now to be the target man for the game, for the United team. Often they found Begley just wasn't available. He was surrounded by a bunch of yellow shirts, which just meant he was going nowhere fast. Driver now restarts, and it's straight up to halfway, and 2 players on it, but no one's really able to bring it down. Once again, ping-pong football. Windust has it and comes away. Going nowhere, no real advantage. Trent pulls it up and says it's a free kick. Davis gives him a bit of a spray, and he just lets him go. Of course, Davis used to play with Trent when he was back in Prems and playing National League himself, a good player. Davis just smacks that down to McInnes, who pushes it over, far side, looking for Damo, brings it down. He's got a bit of pressure from Rovers, but has the ball, sends it back, looking for a cross, and here it comes. It's very flat and hard. No one able to latch on it, straight through to a driver in the goalkeeper position, who brings it now forward and tells his team just to relax, and they play it out from the back. Rovers now moving the ball forward with a bit of venom to be a little bit offside. And yes, it looks like AR2 Fidel Yari has pulled that one up. Well, he went a little bit too early. You'd probably be saying that he should have got the ball earlier, but there we go. And there's a bit of banter between Davis and the Rovers attacker. He doesn't think he was offside, but clearly he was. Probably by a couple of yards, I would think. Just wanted the ball to come a little bit quicker. Ball is now played up to Smith on the wing. He's trying to get away, but he's not able to get really past that Rovers player who's kept him well contained today, young Finn Smith. Rovers now bring it forward, looking for the nice switch of play out to the right wing. And he's got plenty of time and space. No one really back there, and he slips a pass through, and Rovers latch onto it just outside the box on the far side. Scrambling defence, trying to stop the cross coming in, but it comes in needlessly. Scrambling defence, trying to stop the cross coming in, but it comes in needlessly anyway. And then it's defended, but not really defended that well, and it's a bit of a tumble by the United player as he tries to head the ball clear. McInnes now smacks the ball up over halfway and just lets the ball run on. It's through to driver. And it looks like the United players just ran out a wee bit of gas. They win the ball on halfway through Smith, and it's now through. Forward, it's central ball. Comes out to Windust, who passes it out to the backs. Then off to McInnes out on the right-hand side. And he launches the ball through. It's a sneak shot going for the near post. It's very ambitious, but really made the keeper look at it a couple of times before it just went out by the side netting and out for a goal kick. Driver now sets up for a goal kick. He's telling everyone to go long, and they're all mingling around the halfway line. We know he can belt it well over halfway, and here he goes. This time it holds up in the wind, and it just makes it a couple of metres over halfway and comes back down to United. McInnes is driving through on the right-hand side. Rocky's calling for it, but just no dice, and it goes back towards the defensive line. Now back to Davis, who's controlled that back line fairly well. He gave himself on a little pass, and it's back to Davis, and he wellies it long, and Seth McInnes is onto it, but can't put his foot on it. Just a little bit in front of him, asking him a little bit too much, but McInnes is quite quick. Didn't get his foot to that, so it's gone for a throw. Rovers down their own defensive third, as they are looking to push the ball up the line. This time Rovers, and they spread it wide now out to the right-hand side. Lots of numbers. And they're just holding possession just on halfway. And they're slowly moving forward, making a little bit of headway. It's a nice little 1-2 pass again. But there's a loose one, and McInnes has picked it up, and he's driving forward. He gives it off to Rocky, who's got a sprint out to get to it on the right-hand side, and he's trying to go past. He's held up by the Rovers defender who dispossesses him of the ball, and it's now out for a pass. He's held up by the Rovers defender who dispossesses him of the ball, and it's now out for a Rovers throw. Kick, it's gone over the line. The driver comes over and picks it up, saunters, but it's gone out over the line. United now with the ball, and once again, Windust finds Davis, who takes a big, huge agricultural swipe at it, but gives it straight to Rovers. Harbottle now puts it to Rovers. Harbottle now puts it up, and Davis coming back to make amends. He's got the pace, and he's certainly got the size, although he's upended this time by the Rovers defender, and it goes out. Rovers throw, and he's struggling to get back into defence. This is trouble for Rovers. It's trouble for United, but Davis then buckles up, and it's a cuddle tackle from Davis, who then just shepherds the ball over the line and plays the goal kick, and away we go again. McInnes goes belting into one of the Rovers players, who falls over, and Trent says, yeah, that's a free kick, and away they play it quickly now. And Davis manages to smuggle that over for a corner ball. Game score, of course, is just 1-0 to Rovers at this stage. You just wonder if it's going to be the same as the first half with the mathematics of football, to be fair. If they score from here, it's going to be a very high climb to get out of it for United, but they scramble the ball away from a corner, manage to find their way up, and Barlow gets the ball and pushes it off to Big Damo, who can't find him again, and it's gone back to Rovers. Awesome, great defence there from Windust, who comes forward very, very rapidly, pushes the ball out to Damo out on the far left-hand side, who swings around and hangs it back to Windust. Gives it to Rocky, who's teeing up a shot, and he looks for it. And it's up a shot, and he looks for it. And it's straight at Driver, who's able to see that all the way and comfortably able to pluck that out of the air. Plays it away. Now back with Rovers. Rovers now on attack. Made some very smart little balls. That's a great little ball, but straight at Masters, who's able to pluck that out and pull that down. Quick release from the arm, sends it straight off to Windust, who's just about halfway. Now out to Barlow, setting out on the far left, and he starts galloping off, looking for to draw and pass, and he gets one away. Gets a slide tackle and clears the ball, but absolutely nails the Rovers defender, who's still down and slowly getting up, and I think he's in a bit of trouble. Ball is down the other end. Great tackle from Davis now. Scrambles it away out to Finn Smith. He bellies it forward to Rocky, who's stayed well high. And he's off for a gallop down the far left-hand side if he can maintain control of the ball. He's looking to bring it back inside, and he's upended as well. And that's gone for a corner ball. And Rovers player is still down, and it looks like he's in some form of pain, but we'll just allow for the stoppage of play as Dan Campbell comes over to the side of the bench and asks for a little bit of re-guidance from Clive. They're now ready again. The ball is out for the corner. Windust to take it. Swung in. End result looks like it's just a goal kick. Albany United. A couple of players coming off. Bartlett coming off. Looks like AJ O'Toole, who's been sick pretty much all this week, is he coming back on, number 8. Well, there's Benji Roberts coming on. So that's and it's stabilising that midfield, giving them a little bit more weight. Perhaps losing a little bit of pace. Bartlett's quite quick and young. Benji Roberts, of course, is very, very experienced. Still sitting on the sideline. There's Centurion, of course, who came on, played a big part of the game last week against Fencibles, and he's warming up. I can imagine him coming on fairly soon as well. Put a little bit of pressure on those Rovers defence. And here we are, Rovers have goal kicked away with Driver. It's come back all the way back down to the defensive line of Rovers, who have just needlessly kicked it away, and there's a head, and there's a ping-pong ball. Bree Trent has just said we play on. Player's down, and it looks like he's in a fair bit of pain. I think he was caught there by a big Damo. The ball was there to be hit, of course, and it was a fair swag of the ball, but maybe the Rovers guy got to it first, and it's then gone and collided with the foot, which is very painful. It's a stinger. It hurts real bad. Trent gets us back underway again with a drop ball. Trent gets us back underway again with a drop ball, and it's back now with United. Oh, that's a smart ball through, and Finn Smith down the left-hand side. He puts a wondrous cross in. Damo on the end of it, but can't direct it towards goal, and it goes over the sideline and the goal line for a goal kick. And another Rovers player has gone down, this time hot clutching the ankle. This time I don't think there was any contact. I think it was just he fell badly and perhaps just rolled his ankle. But certainly you're seeing some of those Rovers subs starting to warm up, because it is certainly becoming a game of attrition.
I've got a text.
Driver then smacks that ball. This time he gets a lot more underneath that, and he gets it well over halfway this time, going into a wind, which is, of course, dwindled away, not as heavy. And it's a great little ball through, but Campbell is able to just let that go out through the sideline and pushes it back to Masters for a goal kick and reset a play. Played quickly this time to Jamie, who's looking up and he's looking where he can put it. And you've got Seth McGuinness hunting around that right-hand side, looking for that long ball, and there it is. Rocky latches onto it, but can't quite get there, and is now turned over straight over to Rovers, who are looking to attack. It's swarming defence, though, pushing them backwards, and they're now back in almost their defensive third. Trying to come forward, but can't give it away. It's gone harmlessly over the sideline now for a Rovers throw. And the same Rovers player is down. Surely they're going to be looking to sub. They can't keep him on the field. He's obviously well injured. Common sense needs to dictate, and here comes the physio now. He's saying I think his boot's almost off. I think he's ready to go, and I think you'll have a substitute happening any minute for Rovers. But he has been a strong part of the defensive line, so it is going to have to be someone who can fill those shoes. He's very, very quick and fast and strong, but he's not looking too comfortable at all. The physio's looking around that ankle. Not a good sign. He's hoping it's not too serious and he can get back out on the pitch fairly soon if he does happen to go off.
Huh?
Wait, why would you be shy? I'd be like,
And he is walking off, and obviously some credit for him to get back to his feet, because that looks very, very painful as he's coming to the sideline there. He's had a great game, and number 18 is going. We're going to have to work his butt off to maintain that same level of defence that he has had. But that doesn't look that same level of defence but that doesn't look pretty at all, and we do wish him the very best, and hopefully that recovery is not too long. He's able. The substitution has been made. The game has restarted, and the ball is back with Rovers in their defensive line as Conda pushes it forward. Windust picks it up and then starts driving towards the goal line. Plenty of players forward, just needs to pick him out. And Seth McGuinness gets the ball and he comes around and drops it in. And Conda puts his foot on it in a diving tackle and manages to put it to the side of the goal. Right beside him was Big Damo, who was ready to smash that ball into the goal. So it was a goal-saving save that from Conda, who is renowned for those last-ditch efforts and really makes it hard for attackers to get goals. Done very well this season so far, and that was another great example of it. Corner comes in, and it's well defended by Rovers as they push it forward, and it's a great ball all the way to the back, and they're over halfway, and here comes their sprinty paceman, but Chris Campbell, central defender, comes across plenty of pace and just knocks it out of touch for safety. And they all convene over the left-hand side in United territory, almost in the attacking third. Cooper now with a throw-in. Knocks it down this time. Great combination with Harbottle. It looks like McGuinness has been caught with a handball, possibly stuck his arm out just a little bit. Merriman on halfway was able to see it from the assistant referee. And for that, there's a little bit of afters from McGuinness, who didn't like the call and got himself a yellow card, which I can only assume is for dissent, which is just stupid play. If you've been caught with a handball, just go with it. But no, he wants some afters. And referee Trent having nothing of it, which is fair enough. You know, he's made a call, just let it go. Play the game, don't worry about the referee's decision. You've got enough to worry about. You're 1-0 down. Free kick now, just a couple of metres in from the sideline as he pushes it through. Rocky's right in the way and only goes about 5 metres, 10 metres, and then straight out over the sideline for a throw for Rovers. There's a melee in the box from the throw, but it's now cleared by United up to halfway, and the United guys are all charging forward. Rovers starting to get back, and they start their attack again. It's a nice little throw, push and go from Rovers out on the right-hand side. Another free kick mounting against the United team as Rovers go down in a heap, and you just sort of wonder at what point does Trent say enough's enough and we need to bring out a card to show I'm serious. But at this stage, it's all just free kicks at this point.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
The free kick is taken straight out of the play for a Rovers throw-in. They get it into play. This time a good combination. And United come away with the ball, bit of indecision there, but it's a long ball, and I don't know who he was looking to find, but there's no way Damo was going to catch up to that. Barlow. There's no way that Barlow was going to catch up, and he's pretty quick. But here we have a substitution, Martin Centurion, who's shown himself to be very lightning quick and loves pushing those defensive players, and that's for Finn Smith, who's had a good game today. Not really able to have the same impact that he would really like, but still a great contribution nonetheless. And Martin Centurion goes straight up the front, and you know what he's going to be doing. He's going to be looking to push those defenders and put them all under all sorts of pressure. And that's what you want from a good centre forward as well. Throw in now, and it's regathered by United, but then lost, and it's straight onto attack as they move through the gears, looking to link up and play. He takes the snapshot, and has Masters really pushed there down to the ground and arm stretched out, and comfortably gets it, but it was a moment of worry because the ball just bobbled a couple of times before it got to him. It takes a deflection somewhere, and all of a sudden you're in big trouble, but he managed to put a big hand on it. And we can start to see the United players going to get the ball to hurry it up so they don't slow it down. They want as much game time as they can get. Big Damo goes to Benji Roberts goes to the back and then takes his position on the near post as the Rovers now set up for a corner. And Masters gets up and claims it, and he's given a bit of a shoulder shunt to the ground, and away goes, and the Rovers guys trying to impact the restart of play. Trent's not looking for it. Players are complaining, but it's just a play on, and there they go again. Rovers are smart, and they're onto that ball real quick. Jamie onto defence, and he's got to hold his line there. He's got to watch out. He's in the box, and they get the ball away. It's another pass and a pass. Big save by Masters as he puts his big hoof out and stops the ball from going into goal. Great strike from Rovers as they go forward. Still have the ball on attack. Push the ball in aimlessly this time, and it gets through to Big Damo, pushes it up, and then corner comes back and tidies up for the Rovers. Long ball forward this time. And Davis currently gets it and relaxes play. Easy push. Long ball forward this time. Can't find Martin or Damo. And it looks like Rovers have the ascendancy at the moment as they push forward. Now with Cooper on Jamie, but he gets away from him and he goes in. Oh, and there's a little bit of a push from behind, but there's a free kick. And it's on McInnes, who's already on a yellow, and he needs to be very, very careful and talk very nicely to referee Trent, otherwise he might find himself taking an early shower. As I look down, I see Merriman just watching with the eagle eyes to see if anything's happening, and he's now calming the bench down at Albany. They're obviously getting a little bit fired up as Clive Campbell takes a poke at Merriman, and he's not going to stand for it. Grumpy as they can be, some of these players, and now we see Clive Campbell trying to instruct the assistant referee on the ways of the laws of the game. Very, very interesting moment that for anybody to watch. The ball comes in this time. And a very clear call from assistant referee number 2, Yari, who has offside against Rovers as the ball was touched from one of the defenders, and the referee's called that as a gaining an advantage because the defender played a block shot rather than played at the ball deliberately and was deemed in an offside position when they received the ball. United now have the ball pushing forward. Windust on the ball, just gives it away to Campbell. Seems a little bit unorganised at the moment. They're not too sure who to pass to. They're looking for players, but realistically, everyone's very, very static. This time there's a ball away and they're calling offside, but Martin Centurion hasn't any love running at defenders. He loves getting on those little one-on-ones. And it's a goal kick, although Martin's appealing to the referee. And Rovers now starting to play the slowdown game, which is very unattractive, to be honest. And I would think that referees probably, he is. He's having a word to him saying, don't be a complete and get on with the game. Which, look, when players do that, sure, they have the right to it, but it just takes away from the spirit of the game, in my opinion. And I just don't think there's any place for it. Play the game, play it hard, play for as long as you can. Don't sit there and pretend to go get the ball and just then not get it at all. I think that's a duff move. Now Rovers have the ball and they're looking to play, and here we go, another chance for them, but Davis comes back and comfortably able to get this one and easily puts it out. No, he makes a move in his own defensive goal line and gets away with it, but that's what you get with Tom Davis. Very good player, just needs, sometimes can be a little bit of discipline, but a classy player nonetheless. And now United have the ball, moving it forward. She's a little bit short from McGinnis, who's got to come back and really doesn't make a good first touch of that and makes a meal of it, and it's handed over to Rovers as they head back down towards the defensive line. Now it's a long ball up and Rovers are able to retake and get it back in again. And it's a Rovers throw to right in front of the benches, just almost on halfway. Coach Clive Campbell standing up with his hands behind his back, doing his dad walk, if you like, just managing the team, the referee, the players, the coach, the ground, the whole lot. Coach Clive Campbell standing up with his hands behind his back, doing his dad walk, if you like, just managing the team, the referee, the players, the coach, the ground, the whole lot. And there's a fairly aimless ball put through from Rovers, not really aimed at anyone, I guess towards the striker, but not enough power on it, was easily intercepted. Now under the control of the United defenders. As they look to try and get some rhythm back into the passing and even flow, and there's a big long one from Davis again, looking for Seth, and he's latched onto it down the far right-hand side, crosses it in. There is one player there, but it's too high and too long, he's not able to get it back. They look to try and clear it, but it's gone to loses the ball. I'm not sure exactly what Benji Roberts was trying to do there. And that was a clear offside. Yes, you can see that. Assistant referee Yari was able to clearly call that one as the Rover player just went too early again. That's the second or third time. Really should be looking to wait for the ball to go rather than try and sprint off and anticipate. I get that that's what you want to try and do, but third time now has been caught on the same roll. As United bring it forward, and it's over to Seth McGinnis on the right-hand side, and he's got time and space. He's looking to deliver the cross, and as he does, no, it's met by another Rovers defender. Again, they've got good numbers back as they try and keep the hold of the ball and just manage to hold on. The central attacker for Rovers was really putting a lot of pressure on the midfield. Now comes out from the right, and Damo underneath it, but can't get there. Unfortunately, commits a foul infraction according to referee Chris Trent on that series of play. And another Rovers player down, but nothing serious, just gets up, shakes himself off, and Drive comes forward from goalkeeper to take this free kick. Reset now. Drivers ready to take the kick. Everyone's on halfway, and it's a very long kick, well over halfway into the attacking third, but Davis is underneath it and heads it towards his own teammate. Handball from Rovers as they're called for this time, and they want to take it quickly, and there it is, straight out to McGinnis on the right. Once again, seen a lot of play. Will he do something with it this time? He's looking to try and get around his defender, but he can't do it. There's a little bit of holding, and the referee says play on for Rovers as they start moving forward. Oh, he smacks it into his own player. That's friendly fire for you. And there's a shot, and it's not really close and doesn't trouble Driver at all and goes over for a goal kick. Friendly fire for you. And there's a shot, and it's not really close and doesn't trouble Driver at all and goes over for a goal kick. And players are starting to get a little bit verbal, and Trent's starting to have to manage each individual one. You can see him walking over and having a chat to them all. Albany United's very desperate for a win or at least 1 point from this game. It is a very important game for both teams, of course, but Albany sitting bottom two in relegation zone. as Driver now gets the ball and smuggles it away to the central defender, and they switch it across to the far side of the field as they look to do their 1-2 passing. And a nice little hip check there. It was perfectly timed and not too harsh, says Trent, as it now goes through, and another pass that doesn't find its way. And there's a shot, and it's a block, and it's back now with Big Damo sitting on the top of the key. As he pushes it back, and then there's this aimless kick that just goes nowhere. I'm not sure what he was thinking about that from Benji Roberts. Just puts his foot through it, and no one even knows what he was doing. And Driver smacks it over halfway again. Tom Davis gets up and makes a nice big header and pushes it through, and it's now just loose. Clattering of bodies come together, goes over the line, and Windus drives down the line. He can't get through those. A nice tackle by Cooper. Centurion comes back on defence to help out and just bowls over the Rovers player, who just falls to the ground like it was a 10-pin bowling pin. And Cornter plays the ball nice and early, flat on the ground. As Rovers start to set up, and that's a pass through to Harbottle, who can't get on to the end of that. Now it's a United throw. McGuinness doesn't have a great first touch and then just flicks it over the top of his head, and there's a scramble for it. No one knows whose ball it is. Trent finally says it's going to United, and it's a throw into United just short of halfway. Long throw from the defence of United, and it's picked up now by Cornter, who pushes it forward. Intercepted by Windust, who now pushes it to the far side of the field. And United once again try to get some passing move. A nice little skip past there. Big Damo out on the left. He's got the ball and he's just holding them up, drawing some defenders out. The right thing to do, pushes the ball, but it deflects off. And nice slide tackle in from Campbell, but it's let loose. And Davis on the ball at the moment. He tries to get away, but his feet kind of catch up with him and sends it back to Masters in goal. He's had a fairly good game so far. A big save just a wee while ago, and really he's looking quite good. I know he's got a couple of niggles that hamper him a little bit, but very good play as United come forward this time now, and Seth McGinnett tries to hang on to it, but beaten to it by Harbottle. Centurion after the ball now, and once again causing lots of pressure for their defence, and makes it hard for them to get the ball away. Doesn't make it easy. It's what you want from a central attacker. Cornter comes over now and wants to take charge of the throw, and does so, and does a big long one up to halfway. Jamie comes back and pushes the ball, and it's an easy play straight into Roberts, who's now looking for somebody, and he hangs on to the ball too long. There's a couple of open players, but then decides to just push it backwards. Rocky can't take it first touch, and he leaves it, and he gives it straight up to Rovers. Now with Cooper, who's going forward. It's an easy one too. Harbottle onto it, I think. Big save there from Davis on the goal line. It was a shot on target. You'll see that, and it probably would have gone in flat and hard on the ground, but Davis right there in the position stops a certain goal, and there's a goal-saving tackle. Should be very, very clear as it heads back down to Driver for Rovers, who have got the ball. Sends it up, but no one's really there. Jamie comfortably under that one. Windust tidies up. Rocky with the ball. Looks to try and give it away to Windust again. Smuggles it out, and Windust takes a drive and goes straight at them. Rocky now with a bit of space and sends it wide to McGuinness, who's holding out there, pushes the ball in, but it's very easily tidied up by Cornter, and it's back out to halfway. Rocky and McGuinness trying to get play as they come through. Centurion pushes a nice little 1-2, but no one's reading it, no one's onto it. This is the problem with United. If they start falling asleep, they start losing energy. Rovers come forward again this time. It's a bit of a tangle, but Davis comes away with it. Lucky not to get himself a card there. And Trent right on the spot. He's been everywhere today. Good refereeing. Within a couple of metres of the play at most of the time. He's gotten wide, he's gotten high, and there's a substitution now coming up for Rovers. As their right winger, who's played exceedingly well, put some pressure on. Finn Smith now makes way. Number 2 for Rovers is coming on. This lead up some valuable time, but I'm sure Trent will be adding some extra time on, as they do want to get their 45 in. This time there's a free kick that comes in, and Masters latches onto that one and he sends it out. Big Damo picks it up and he's on halfway. Centurion's on the ball and he'll drive now at Rovers, and he gives a great ball through to Rocky. Can he latch onto it? Yes, he can, but it just smuggles itself over the goal line, and it's a goal kick. Again, Rovers just able to get enough players to put pressure on the United team. They can't really get any penetration and have a straight drive at Regan in goal for Rovers. So that's the reason why they're not really able to get some goals. And until they sort that out this season, I think United are in the position they're in because of this reason. So they need some strikers. They need them real quick. Big Damos picks up the ball and he gets through a couple of players going backwards though, and now Windus gets it and decides to charge off and sends a ball through, and finally a free kick for Albany after all their toil, and Rovers players complaining that there's something different there. Harbottle trying to argue the toss, but not getting anywhere with Trent, as you would expect. Referee Trent now starts marching forward. It's going to be a long one, no doubt. And all the Rovers players have gone back. All 11 have gone back into the defensive third. Ball comes in. Just needs a head on it, and Jamie gets through, and he gets a head to it, but can't put it into the goal. And Cornter's angry about something, but Jamie has a clear shot on goal. Should have put that away. Very good free kick. He run, just didn't get enough on it, and it goes to the side and goal kick. Now Driver playing silly buggers, but trying to put the ball on one side, then the other side, and referee Trent having nothing of it, telling him to get on with play. Goal kick, and Jamie's come through and put a little bit of a nudge on before the ball arrived, and it's a free kick now to Rovers. They come out just over halfway. The decision about who's going to be taking is being made as Cornter slowly comes forward and plays the ball nice and early. Just on the edge of the box. Just on the edge of the box. They're trying to come through. Nice big tackle from Windust. He doesn't take any prisoners. Ball is released out and it comes through to Damo, and he's going forward. Windust tries to nudge it by but doesn't get past, and Cornter picks it up and pushes the ball down the sideline, and it's now offside. An indirect free kick to Albany United. It's taken quickly, and Davis pushes it on quickly, and they're all coming, but Driver casually and calmly just walks back into his box and picks the ball up. Cooper now on the left-hand side, comes forward. Missed kick, and it's picked up. Oh, it's a bad first touch by Benji Roberts. I don't know what he was thinking there. Another bad play from him today. He's only been on for the field, and he hasn't really had a good chance. And Big Damo dispossessed now, just over halfway. As Rovers start to charge forward with their young players, lots of fitness in running. And they stop it, look to reset. And the ball is taken away, and they United players now come forward with it, and if they can get past, they've got a really good chance of being able to distribute. You've got McInnes screaming for the ball far side. It comes to him now. He needs to control it. First touch is okay. He gets past. But it's a good tackle from Rovers as they try to hold it, and he's trying to get past him, but can't really see what's going on. The crowd is in the way. The ball's too low. Seth gets it round again, and this time it's come through, and the referee has said it is a goal kick. Another of the Rovers players have gone down. This is clearly a tactic, but referee Trent going over to check and see if he needs treatment. Will add on time, no doubt. Trent now says the player must go to the side for treatment if he needs to, and let's get the ball underway. Now calls the player back onto the field. Masters comes forward and claims the ball. And another of the Rovers players have gone down. This time, can't see who that is, but it looks like he's in a wee bit of pain. Trent comes over and has a wee word. Physio now called back onto the field of play for some treatment of the player. That player is sent over to the side of the field for some more treatment, and we play on again. This time a United player goes to the ground. I think it's Windust, and he gets up and shakes himself off and slowly starts jogging back to position as Rovers start charging forward down the left-hand side. McInnes comes back and makes a robust tackle. And Rovers complained that there was something going on there, but referee Trent right on the spot again says no, play on, don't be a bunch of girls' blouses, and away they go. Big Damo comes in, and he wins the free kick. Windust pulls it back, and away they go. Tom Davis now with the ball, and it's Benji Roberts trying to take control. Hopefully he can make amends for a couple of his passes that were wayward in the first few minutes when he came on. Long ball comes through, and Driver just sits there and eats that up. Not sure what Windust was thinking about at that point. Maybe saw a keeper off the line, but really needed it that flat and hard. And Driver now thumps it up over halfway, and wind is practically died. There's nothing in behind it. Conditions very nice for a winter's day. Masters is forced to come out wide and pick up the ball. And we reset. Must be getting very close to the end of the half of game 1-0. Very tight game between Rovers and United. Big swing of the play out to McInnes again. Once again, seeing a lot of play, and he puts the ball in. It's an aimless cross. Not sure he was aiming for it all. And Jamie then picks it up from the defensive clearance. And this time he gives it to Martin Centurion, who's looking to create some hassle, and he's fighting for the ball, and he wins it back and goes through. Centers the ball, but Cornter is in right position and picks it up. Rovers now away, and here comes Tom Davis over to defence and Chris Campbell, and there's 3-on-2. This should be a goal. Big save by Dave Masters, who just puts two big thumbs behind it and thumps it over for a corner. It was a hit very firmly with a lot of venom from Rovers, but Masters up to the task, and he was able to push it aside easily. As referee Trent looks at the clock and a couple of conversations with the players, I'm sure they'll be asking how long to go, but there is 5 minutes. But there's been a lot of injuries and a number of substitutions. Another one just taking place now, and Rovers taking their sweet time to get over to the ball to take their corner. Undoubtedly, they'll do the whole stand in the corner thing and wait for the player to come and foul them routine, which is just nonsense. But that's what teams do these days. They want to run the clock down. They're desperate for the win. And there we go, and that's what's happening now, and they're waiting for the contact. Try to kick it into the United player, and here comes the throw. United players go get the ball, make sure that they don't hold themselves up, and the Rovers player's just taken a terrible touch and kicked it away about 5 metres. This is just a disgrace. One of the supporters goes and gives him the ball, and he is just taking his sweet time to pick that up. They go and get supporters goes and gives him the ball, and he is just taking his sweet time to pick that up. They go and give the ball to him because he was just going to drop it anywhere. Don't like that kind of play. It's just not good football. It's bad sportsmanship. There is a shot, but Masters has got it, and he lollies it away to McInnes, who's got a man on him already. They lolly it forward again. They're trying to put some pressure on their defence, but they lolly it back, and now Jamie's got a man on him. He heads it back to Masters, and away we go again, off to Davis in the centre. We're in a couple of minutes to go now, and it is getting a little bit more tense. You do feel that United advance as Benji puts one up the front there, and there's a big shot from behind, and it's a free kick, and then they kick the ball away. And he's going to take that down for his man. And Martin came in from behind with a decent knock. And, they'll be looking for some treatment on that, no doubt, as the physiotherapist who's had more game time than some of the players comes back onto the field, I would expect. Well, to his credit, Rovers player who took a decent knock is back on his feet, and he's shaking himself off and moving himself forward. Regan Driver now smashes the ball forward again, giving his team a chance. Forced to Rovers now, though, and they're just going to run the clock down, probably drive it to the corner, and they are. Attracting some attention. To be fair, it was probably deserved as they tried to hold the ball up and wait for the contact. Throw in to United as they get desperate now and they need to get the ball forward. Davis this time, he's toying with the attackers. Centurion, who's playing somewhere in the midfield now, gives them an extra option. Seth McInnes, who's somehow smuggled away from the defender, and as he's charging towards the penalty box, it's a cross, and someone on the far post, all they have to do is score. Goal, and it's gone over the goal and out for a corner. They had the chance, just couldn't nail it. Right in front of goal, in the penalty box. No one on them. All they had to do was just touch the ball in, but instead they sliced it and curled it over the top of the bar. A deflection from the defender, and it's out for a corner. And really, this is your last chance. The keeper, Masters, is up for United. And here we go. This is it. I suspect that if they can't score here, it's game over as the ball comes in and the keepers collide. And there's the full-time whistle over United here at Rosedale Albany as the players go down on their haunches. A great game of football towards the end. First half, nothing to speak of. But in the end, it turned out to be quite an adventurous game. But realistically, if you're a United fan, you are going to feel a little bit let down here because there were so many chances that they really should have put away, but just could not put it in the back of the net. In Rovers, the one chance, they did take it and they got it. And we're now at the point where Rovers are, it was the one chance, they did take it and they got it. And we're now at the point where Rovers are, they're mid-table and they're safe, and Albany have a very perilous couple of weeks as they face Ellerslie and Metro, and it's just all looking not so great for their season. But here we are at Rosedale Park. It's 1-0 to the Northern Rovers over Albany United in the Northern Region Football Division 1. This is local and live football as we bring to you local and live football. This is local and live football as we bring to you local and live football for you at home. For games, it's just about the game. It's the pure game and nothing but the game. Good afternoon. Have yourselves a good evening.